YouTube fam, what's the deal? Welcome back to my channel. Before we get into this video, we got a lot of new faces around here. There's a lot of people here from the car series. There's people here from the home series, the vlogs. There's people here from the tech series. And I appreciate every single one of you who's tapped in with me this far. We got a long way to go. So in this video, I'm sharing 5 Amazon home finds that have genuinely upgraded my space. There's no fluff. This is no just for content type of video. These are things I actually use and love. Now, if you're looking for things that bring style and functionality, I got you covered. Let's jump right into this video. Now, first up on the list, these bedroom lamps. They're sleek, they're minimal, and they fit the vibe of my space perfectly. Now, what I love about them most is that they give off this soft, warm glow that makes the whole room feel cozy without blasting that harsh overhead light. I hate that light. That light that just hate all that. It doesn't do that. But you know what? Let me break it down to why I actually chose these lamps. Now, I didn't want anything in my bedroom that felt traditional. I wanted something that was gonna feel a little bit more elevated and modern. And I also was working with limited space. I have a king size bed, and the way that these walls are kind of set up is slim on either side. So I needed lamps that wouldn't overwhelm the space, but would make an actual statement. And honestly, when I travel and I go to hotels that I really love, I mean, the ones that feel elevated, they always have unique and abstract lamps. And I wanted to mirror that same boutique hotel style vibe in my space. And I think I nailed it. Now, of course, everything that I talk about is gonna be linked down in the description below. I know I got y'all. Okay, next up on the list, let's talk bar stools. Now, these are one of those underrated upgrades that change how you experience your kitchen or living space. Now, they're super comfortable and they have a clean, modern design to it. And they add a clean visual line just above my kitchen island. And plus, they're sturdy. Now, if you host or just want your space to feel a little bit more finished, good bar stools are a must. But here's my experience. I'm a type of person, especially been living in LA for a while, I don't really like big dining tables. I just haven't been a fan of it. But I'm a big fan of long kitchen islands. My kitchen island is a space where I work, I eat, I hang out with friends. So I wanted to prioritize that space over just a regular traditional dining setup. Now, finding the right bar stools, that was a process. Now, I did want something that had a high back that would stick way over my kitchen countertop. That would look insane to me. But I also didn't want something with a super low back that didn't have support. I needed that perfect mid-back height and something clean that looked intentional, not just random. And when I found these bar stools, I knew I had the ones. All right, so next up on the list, item number 3, back to the bedroom. My side table with built-in plugs. I'm gonna be real with you. Honestly, this is one of my favorite functional pieces that I purchased from Amazon. It's minimal, it's clean, it solves a problem that we all have, cord clutter. I love that. I can charge my phone, my iPad, my computer, and not have wires and cords just everywhere on the floor, snaking around everywhere in the room. But here's the real reason I went for it. Again, I was working with a tight space near the bed. The way these walls are angled out, I didn't have much room for bulky nightstands, nor did I really want them, to be honest with you. Really wasn't trying to be traditional here. Now, these side tables are slim, but smart, with built-in plugs, and also have a cloth basket underneath where I can stash my magazines, my iPad, even my computer down there. That way I have nothing on the floor just looking crazy. It keeps things organized, off the floor, and out of sight, and without sacrificing the style that I was looking for. I actually had a couple of people on TikTok mention, yo, I noticed that you didn't go for just a traditional nightstand. And I got this idea, I forget the guy's name on TikTok, but he had side tables, just regular side tables that you would put on the side of a couch. He had them as nightstands. I was like, oh, that's a great idea. I should do that. But I took it a little further and got something that was a little bit more functional. All right, next item on this list, my bookshelves. My bookshelves are one of the biggest statement pieces in my office. Now, I don't just use them for books. I use them to display art, plants, Legos, lights, anything that would reflect who I am. Now, these bookshelves are sturdy, they're affordable, and honestly, they look way more premium than the price suggests. But here's why it actually worked well for me. I needed something that would fit the overall theme of my office. Something clean, but still functional. These gave me both a display aspect and a storage aspect, which was perfect. Now, visually, they're a centerpiece because of how I styled them, but we'll talk about that in another video that I got coming up soon. Now, having a dual set, they don't come as a set, but buying 2 of them, it gave me enough space to show off what I cared about the most. From books to art, bringing my personality right in a room where I do most of my work and vibing out listening to music. Now, next up on this list, last but definitely not least, my record player stand. I get a ton of questions about this on TikTok, as you could imagine, doing a lot of home decor stuff, all that stuff like that. But I get a lot of questions about it because if you think about traditional vinyl holders or vinyl stands, you don't see many that are slim like this. As I spoke in depth about it on my office tour video, this corner is probably one of my favorite corners in the house. It's a place where I can vibe out, listen to music. Being a huge music fan, this is like a listening corner is what I would call it. And so I wanted a setup that was functional and stylish, not just a place where I can stack my vinyl records. You feel what I'm saying? Now here's why I chose this particular one. Again, I was dealing with limited space on this one particular wall, and most of the vinyl record holders were low and rectangle and wouldn't necessarily fit in this space like I wanted to. It would cause me to have to reach down really low to get a record and all that stuff like that. And being 6'3", I didn't feel like doing all that. I did not want to do any of that. I'm getting old, and I didn't want one of those bins that were open and you just kind of go through them like you're at the record store. I didn't want that. It didn't fit the vibe here. So after a few days of going crazy trying to find the right setup for this corner, I ended up finding this one on Amazon. This stand is slim, it's upright, it holds about probably like 100, maybe 120 records, I could be wrong. But right now I have about 40, 45, 50 records on it, and I still have a lot of room to grow my collection. And on top of that, my Sony Bluetooth record player fits perfectly on the top of this stand. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything more. Now the whole thing barely takes up any space. It's functional, it's stylish, and honestly, I love it. I love it. So those are my 5 Amazon home finds that genuinely upgraded my space. Not sponsored at all, just my real life pickups that I think that are worth every dime. And of course, I'll drop a link down in the description below so you guys can check out all of those products. And if you're into home content, decor tips, or small upgrades that make a big difference, make sure you like this video and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of my uploads. Before I get up out of here, down in the comments below, let me know this. What's one Amazon find that changed your space? Thank you so much for watching. It's your boy JB. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.